Hello, my name is Amina. I am 18 years old. I was born in Kabul, Afghanistan. I live with my mother, my father, and my little brother, Omar. My father is a teacher. He teaches mathematics at a school. My mother stays at home. She cooks and takes care of the house. She is a very kind woman. She always smiles and tells me stories about her childhood. Omar is 10 years old. He is very funny. He likes to play football with his friends. He also likes to run in the garden. We have a small garden behind our house. There are flowers, trees, and a little bench where my mother and I sit in the evening. I like to drink tea with her and talk about my dreams. When I was a child, I loved to read books. My father brought me books from the market. I read every day. My favorite book was about a brave girl who became a doctor. I wanted to be like her. I also liked to help my mother cook. She taught me how to make Afghan bread and rice with carrots and raisins. It is called Kabuli pulao. It is my favorite food. Life in Kabul. Kabul is a big city. There are many people, cars, and shops. The streets are full of life. In the morning, men and women go to work, and children go to school. There are many markets where people sell fresh fruit, vegetables, and spices. The market smells wonderful. I like the smell of fresh bread. In Afghanistan, family is very important. Every Friday, we visit my grandparents. They live in a small village outside the city. The road to their house is long, but I love the trip. I look out of the window and see the mountains and the blue sky. When we arrive, my grandmother gives me a warm hug. She makes sweet tea, and we all sit together. My grandfather tells stories about the past. He talks about the time when he was young. He says life was different then. I love listening to his stories. At night, we sleep under the stars. The sky in the village is very beautiful. I can see many stars, and the air is fresh. I feel happy and safe with my family. My dream. I love learning. My dream is to become a teacher, like my father. I want to teach children, especially girls. In my country, it is not always easy for girls to go to school. Some families do not allow their daughters to study. They say a girl must stay at home and help the family. But my father says education is important for everyone. He helps me study at home when I cannot go to school. I study English because I want to speak with people from other countries. I want to read books and learn new things. My father teaches me English words every evening. I write the words in my notebook. I also listen to English on the radio. Sometimes I imagine myself as a teacher. I stand in front of a class. The children look at me and listen. I teach them to read and write. I help them understand the world. This is my dream. A big change. One day something happened. A new rule came to my city. Girls could not go to school anymore. I felt very sad. I wanted to learn, but I could not. My father and mother were also sad. We will find a way, my father said. I started learning at home. My father gave me books. I read them every day. My mother helped me too. She listened to me when I practiced English. One evening, my father said, "I met a woman today. She is a teacher. She has a small school at home. She invited you to study there." I was very happy. I wanted to learn again. A secret school. The next day, I went to the teacher's house. It was small but beautiful. Inside, there were books, papers, and pencils. There were other girls, too. They wanted to learn like me. Our teacher was kind. She said, "Never stop learning. Education gives you a strong future." We studied mathematics, English, and history. We read books and wrote stories. We practiced speaking English with each other. At home, I told my family about my lessons. Omar listened with big eyes. "I want to learn too," he said. I smiled. "You will, Omar. Never stop dreaming." A hopeful future. Months passed. I learned many things. My English got better. I could read and write more. I felt stronger. One day, my teacher told me about a special test. "If you pass this test, you can go to university in another country," she said. I was excited but also scared. Could I do it? My father said, "You are smart, Amina. You can do it." I studied very hard. I read books, listened to English, and practiced writing every day. When the test day came, I felt nervous. I took a deep breath and started writing. After 2 weeks, I got the result. I passed. I was very happy. My family was proud of me. My mother hugged me. My father smiled. Omar jumped and clapped his hands. Now I am 18 years old. I will travel to another country to study. I will learn more and become a teacher. One day, I will come back. I will help other girls in my country. I will give them hope. I know life is difficult, but I believe in education. If we learn, we can change the world. I want to help my country. I want a better future for all children in Afghanistan. This is my story. I will never stop learning.